Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Halton Hills housing update. So we are still seeing some super hot stuff happening in the market. So let's take a look at what happened this week in Halton Hills. So in Georgetown this week, we had 22 properties sell. That is our highest number to date, and I'm not surprised at all. Only 9 of the 22 sold over asking. Based on what I've been feeling out there, I thought that that number would look higher this week, but I do think we are gonna see that ratio of properties selling over asking continue to climb. The interesting thing this week is 3 of the 9 that sold over asking were over the $1 million mark. So we saw a bunch of bidding wars in our higher price point. So that's some really good news. As inventory continues to sit sort of high there, with that kind of demand, we should be seeing a lot more properties getting eaten up. So in terms of new listings this week in Georgetown, we had 34 new listings, but 7 were relists. So 27 new properties enter the market. So that is technically a high number, but we are seeing a lot of sales and we have a ton in the sold conditional status, and it just feels like things are really moving. I personally find it refreshing to see so many new listings coming on the market. It's definitely feeling like demand is picking up, so we need to see those new listings. In Acton this week, we had 7 sales, which is a huge number. 6 of them were under $700,000, so that lower price point in Acton is just like flying off the shelves. So if you have any properties under $700,000 in Acton, you should be thinking about getting them on the market. We had 3 new properties listed in Acton this week. 1 was a relist, so only 2 new listings. So 7 sales and 2 new listings. I mean, we are gonna start to see a major inventory shortage in Acton if those numbers don't start to balance out. In Glen Williams this week, we had 2 sales, which is great. We had 3 new listings, 1 being a relist. So technically 2 new listings enter the market this week. So we're kind of even there. In Limehouse, we had a sale, which we haven't seen for months. So that is super exciting for Limehouse. No new listings there this week. In Rural, we had 3 sales. That's a big number for Rural. I know it doesn't sound big, but like when we're watching it every week, 3 sales in Rural is a good sign. And I'm not surprised with how busy town is getting. There was 2 new listings and 1 was a relist. So that means for the first week in a long time, our sales outpaced our listings in Rural. So that is great. So this week, our inventory overall is down. We are down to 135 active listings. And our sold conditionals are up. So we have 29 sold conditional listings. This will definitely, I think, start to change the feel of the market, and we are just gonna continue to feel like we are in a seller's market. In Georgetown, we have 83 active listings, which is up, no surprise considering our listings were up. But it doesn't feel crazy. Like 18 of those are sold conditional, and I know a couple of them have offer nights last night or tonight. So we will likely see a lot more go in the sold conditional status in the next day or so. No price points are really sticking out as like a change or a saturation. We have a lot of stuff available in varying price points. I'm finding the inventory to be quite high in the Georgetown South area, both in the under $1 million and over $1 million. But that area always moves pretty quickly. And a lot of the stuff that we saw sell over asking this week was in that area. So I think lots is selling, but lots is coming up. So in all the other markets, our inventory is down this week. So we are gonna have to watch that closely. In Acton, we're down to 16 active listings. Of those 16 listings, 6 of them are sold conditional. So there is not a lot of inventory in Acton, and there is virtually, like we talked about, nothing available under $700,000. In Glen Williams, we're down to 10 active listings. In Limehouse, down to 2. And Rural is down to 24. So we are definitely seeing the numbers drop in those areas, which is good news because a lot of stuff has been sitting. Overall, I think we are going to continue to see the trend we're seeing. I think our sales are going to continue to climb. And even though Georgetown's inventory numbers are up this week, I think overall our inventory numbers are going to continue to decrease. I I've talked about it before. I mean, we all thought that maybe the spring market was going to shift to the summer, and it definitely feels that way. It feels like we are going to have a crazy July and August, and that's going to replace for the really slow April and May. People are not going to be doing the kind of traveling they were doing. A lot of people are going to be here, which usually is not the case. So I do think we are going to continue to see the real estate market really move for the next couple of months. Overall, a really good week, and it definitely feels like the real estate market has woken up. So I'll see you next Tuesday to see what kind of craziness we see this week. Have a great week, everyone.